I think it was a valuable point on the road. Shutout, really important for us as we've tried to address just the overall team defending. So many little details in there. Big effort over the last month and a half to just defend our box better. I think the guys did a good job of that. Although there was lots of action in our box from long throw-ins, free kicks, corner kicks, in the run of play, I thought we were pretty organized and solid. So a big plus. So, not an easy game to play in. The home opener for St. Louis, full house. I think our guys showed up in a big way. So great to see our fans make the trip. We had 40, 50 supporters, some C-38 that I recognized too. Really nice that they made the trip. We're grateful for that, and we hope we made them proud and got that point for them. But overall, middle game in a big week for us. But the big result the other day against LAFC, and now for us a really important point on the road. We'll take it. So off to LA.
All right, we'll start things off. Brendan Flowing here in the room from Burgundy Wave.
Hey, Coach. I guess, can you speak to that defensive resiliency again? Because obviously you guys were under a lot of pressure there throughout, and kind of the focus to keep the group organized throughout and just to keep a clean sheet after a tough night like this.
Yeah, it's a big credit to the group because it's we have to suffer without the ball here and there. But I think when we look back, we're going to see a lot of these long balls from Berkey, the goalkeeper, fouls on the night that led to some set pieces, some again long balls that lead to a randomness, and there's corner kicks out of it, and we had to put out a lot of fires. And in the first half, the save Zach makes off the long throw, and anytime a team like that's pretty good at forcing the coincidence, it's tricky. You got to be good. They value crosses from lots of spaces, so it was lots of action that we had to defend. So we have worked hard at that, being comfortable, being uncomfortable, defending our box with little principles and little behaviors that we think showed up on the night. So, yeah, I think, again, I saw the group really proud as a unit, as a team, that everyone, you see Georgi Mihalovic and even Rafa Navarro, how tight those guys were tonight. The structure was good. Cole Bassett jumping, Kevin Cabral, we kept them off the rhythm in terms of them building attacks. But, so that's some of the details that go into it.
All right, we'll go to the Zoom call now and start off with Braden Nurse from Denver Post.
Hey Chris, appreciate the time. Just curious, in a similar vein, with Andreas out, just how happy are you with the Cheeto and Ian Murphy pairing from an effort standpoint and, generally putting themselves in good positions tonight?
I'm really proud of those two and the entire back line, to be honest. But if we just talk about those two, it's guys that have bought into what we're doing, the way we play, the demands of our back line, our demands of center backs in our back line, which is a little bit different. We play with a high line, lots of with the back four, both of those guys coming from a back three, where the demands are different. The shifting, the aggressive, proactive defending that we ask. Both Cheeto and Ian have, I think, not only bought into it, but they're thriving in the system. I think you could see it. So, these games have both in different ways. The LAFC one and this one pushed them out of the comfort zones, and both, I think, have passed the test in big ways. So, 2 games now in the run of play, no goals conceded. Really positive, and those guys clearly are nice additions to our team.
All right, we'll go now to Matt Pollard, Burgundy Wave.
Hey Chris, thanks for the time. Hope you're able to stay warm now that you're inside. I was surprised that Reggie Cannon was able to start and go 90 minutes tonight. We heard him, yelling in pain in stoppage time on Tuesday from up in the press box. What can you walk me through the week that he's had and the performance that he had tonight? Thank you.
Well, I thought he was really solid tonight. Again, another solid, professional, robust performance. Defensively solid. Had some good actions in helping us build attacks and linking up with Kevin Cabral a few times, being the outlet. But overall, solid start to 2025 for Reggie. Obviously, a scare in the game against LAFC that his foot got caught a certain way, and again, it was such a strange night in general. How cold it was. The field was a bit hard because things were frozen, but in many ways. But yeah, it was just an initial scare. The imaging and everything looked fine after that game, and then it was just progress as tolerated. So he was sending out a text message to me that night that he was going to play these next games. But yeah, just an initial scare in the moment when you don't know the outcome, you don't really know what's going on. Reggie got, I think, alarmed by that, but all looks pretty good for him.
We'll go back to Brendan.
Coach Josh Atencio got his debut tonight. Went, 80, 75 minutes. What did you make of his debut?
I think Josh Atencio is a top player. I think he's excellent, and I thought he was fairly young player, but plays like a man out there. His ability to stay connected to the game, cover big spaces, the amount of balls that he pokes away, little interceptions, duels, tackles. When we talk about guys that are online and just in on it, he's a guy that's just connected in all ways, and really, really nice addition for our team in the middle of midfield. I think we all, again, if we're looking closely, we could see all the little things he brought to the game tonight that were important.
Go to Braden.
Also with Josh, you saw more so in the first half, Josh kind of dropping back into the back line, starting attacks. Just what kind of options does that provide for you, and what do you kind of hope from that moving forward?
Well, Josh Atencio's comfortable on the ball. When we have Connor, Ali, Cole Bassett there, they're also comfortable on the ball. And we need to listen. They're pressing up with two players, so we look to build with three. And any time that happens, and that was an adjustment we made just to create the +1 to help get out and start breaking that first line, as we say. So yeah, a little adjustment we made. We drop a 6 into the back line. Josh got on the ball, and you can see that he's really clear and confident when he's on the ball, but he's also very vertical. He likes to play forward. He's not afraid. He can drive with the ball with a dribble. He can also break lines with some passes, and again, he looked really comfortable. And listen, this is the first moment we're really seeing him in the big spaces with us, and imagine it was his first real action. He looked pretty comfortable.
To Matt.
Chris, some difficult moments at times offensively, some good chances in transition. What did you make of the team, what they were trying to do attacking-wise, and what did you want to see more for them to threaten Berkey and try and get a goal?
Yeah, look, St. Louis is pretty organized, and especially when they drop lower, they won't give up a ton of goals, I think, this way because they're organized. The 5 in the back, and then when they drop lower, they just clog up a lot of spaces. We thought we lured them out a few times and broke pressure. And on the night, I'd say, Matt, that we created, it felt like a number of little moments, these half chances. Kevin Cabral a number of times isolated. Omir picks one off top of the box. Georgie catches the ball a few times in the pockets. Cole Bassett almost gets through in the first half and has a few moments there. That on the night, there were a lot of these little potentials that were brewing, but we didn't capitalize, weren't quite sharp enough, get the timing right, the right way to the final pass, the execution to really put a defender on his heels. But that's part of it. We're early in the year. That's only going to get better. But, yeah, I know why you asked the question, but I think those half chances turn into three-quarter chances and goals soon enough.
Brendan.
And Coach, last one for me. Looking forward to LAFC again. How much is this group going to relish this opportunity to advance in the tournament?
Yeah, listen, we came here tonight to win the match. We went after it with everything that we could to try to win the match. And everything we do, we play to win. So we'll go to LAFC and be aggressive and try to add to the lead that we have right now, essentially, the 2-1 lead. But we also be very smart as we do that. We know it's a top team, even better in their building. We know they're dangerous in transition. But if you just sit back, you can get punished too. They find a way to win today, and Minnesota, as they're sitting a little bit deeper, you can see that it's not just one way LAFC can hurt you. So we'll look closely at it, but I know the group is relishing that. We're on to LA. It starts the recovery, but the guys, I know they'll be up for it. We'll all be up for it.
And do you look to add some guys back injury-wise, or are guys getting closer?
Getting closer. Darren Yappy's closer. We'll start training in the next days fully. He's been in and around it, limited, but now he's cleared to go. Ku Di Pietro's getting closer with a shoulder surgery he had months ago. Andreas Maxo, very close. Connor Ronan, couple of days. So we know, we'll be at our best when everyone's healthy, more options, more depth, but guys are getting close.
We'll take the last question here from Braden.
Yeah, out of Cole, Ollie, Josh, Connor, when he gets healthy, probably not the easiest decision to choose which two to put at the sixes. Just tonight, talk me through the decision to play Cole on the left wing, and what do you think of it?
Yeah, look, I think, listen, I love central midfielders, it's a position I played. I love those guys as they all have different attributes and I think strengths, and we'll have some, on different days, some different looks and different, with the versatility that we have. So I think in the middle of the pitch, you could see what it was going to require tonight. And then with Oliver, you have Josh and Oliver instead of just one or the other, right? You get double amount of this robustness to win the midfield. I thought they did on the night. Cole Bassett up higher. Listen, I still like when he's in these spaces where he's driving with the ball and he finds himself in and around the box in the first half. Almost gets a goal there, but I thought, put a big effort and a big thing that Cole brings up there. You can see structurally how smart he is, intelligent, willing to, the defensive pressing moments, really, really important for us on the night, on the road, tough game. So, yeah, I think collectively in the attack, we just didn't capitalize and take advantage of some of the moments. But overall, I was pleased with Cole Bassett for sure.